Hi, welcome to this Greg's Bass Shed video lesson. Today I'm going to talk about warming up on the bass guitar. I'm going to discuss why this is important and also what exercises you can use in your warm-up. Now, a good warm-up will really protect your muscles over time, and you can also use your warm-up to work on technical issues, on sections of bass lines that you're working on, or technique, or scales, or whatever you want to. In this lesson I'm going to give you some drills that you can use, and I'm also going to give you some exercises that are actually fun to play. So if you're unsure what to play in a warm-up, then keep watching this video because it's definitely for you. And later on in the video I'm going to talk about my warm-up book. I'm going to tell you where you can get that and what's in the book. Now, the book contains exercises that I've distilled from years of pro playing. So some of them are my exercises and other are exercises that I've sort of come across from different pros and teachers and mentors over the years. First of all, before picking up your bass guitar, you need to do some quick stretching exercises. Now, I do these every day. You can do them in a minute or two. Just do some quick stretches for the hands and the wrists. Now, do these exercises gently. Don't really stretch your hand out. You'll probably do some damage. So I just stretch the hands backwards like this. And then forwards like this. And then twist them round like that. And then my favourite exercise is this one where I kind of put my hands together and bend it back. Now, you might struggle to get it right back, but I've done it for years, so it kind of feels quite natural. But then you should feel a stretch here on the backs of the wrists. So I just do those for a couple of minutes, really. Now, long term, if you're doing a lot of practicing, then you need to think about stretching your whole body, your shoulders, neck and back, for long-term longevity, really. But I'll cover that in another video. So on to the exercises now. Well, first of all, I just play some exercises that work on my plucking hand. So I just use open strings. Now this takes the fretting hand out of the equation. I might just use the fretting hand for some light muting. You can do that if you want to, but fundamentally we're using our plucking hand. What you want to do is start slowly with this type of exercise, so just on the open strings. And then you move on to the A string. D string, and then G string. Now, to get a clean sound, I'm actually muting the A, the D and the G when I play the E with my left hand, just gently there, and then as I move up I'm kind of muting the D and the G and then just muting the G with my left hand. And with my right hand, after you've finished playing the E, you can move your thumb to the E and then play the A, okay? And then when you're playing the D, you're playing rest strokes landing on the string below and you're muting the A. And then I move my thumb up to A to play the G. Okay, so you're muting all the strings. Now you want to start this exercise really slowly because you're just warming up at the moment. I've put 100 beats per minute as a guide at the top of the exercise, but you can play at any speed you want. So start really slowly. I start on, say, 70 beats per minute, like this. Kind of speed, and I go up to say 100 and maybe 120. That kind of speed, but it's entirely up to you, really. This is just a warm-up, and if 120 is too fast of you, or even if 100 is too fast, then don't do that. And the idea here for this exercise is you're using alternate plucking, 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2, so you can use it to work on your alternate plucking at the same time as well. Now, this exercise and all the exercises in this lesson I've put on a PDF. There's standard notation and tab. You've got a choice of either of those, and you can get that by clicking the link below in the description. Now, this PDF is all free, and all these exercises have come from my warm-up book for bass players that I'm going to tell you a bit more about later in the video. I then move on to some simple left-hand patterns. So this exercise that I'm going to show you now uses an octave pattern. So we're still working on our plucking hand, but just introducing some easy left hand fretting as well. So this just exercise is just octave, so it's E, open E, and then E on the 7th fret, and then A on the 5th fret of the E string, A on the 7th fret of the D string, and then D on the 5th fret of the A string, and D on the 7th fret of the G string. So that's an octave exercise. When you're doing this exercise, make sure that you get each note even and at the same volume. And like I said, you can practice it really slowly if you want. And then build up. If you're enjoying this video, don't forget to subscribe to my channel by clicking the red subscribe button, and also if you click the bell, then you'll get notified of any new lessons that I bring out as they come out on YouTube. Once I've warmed up my plucking hand, I then move on to my fretting hand and I kind of work on a few drills. Now usually these are based on scales, which are great, these kind of drills, for working on technique at the same time. You can try one finger per fret, or you can try and look at your fingers to keep them close to the fretboard. So you can use it to warm up and for technique as well. So this exercise is based on A major scale. But it's in groups of 4 like this. Once you've warmed up your plucking hand and your fretting hand, it's now time to move on to some exercises that help you work on coordination and dexterity. Now, if you've got any bass lines or sections of bass lines that you're working on, and any particular bits that you're struggling with, now's the time to incorporate them into your warm-up. So you can make simple drills out of parts of bass lines that you're trying to play. This following exercise is also from my warm-up book, and it helps you to play fifths and also to work on finger speed at the same time. This next exercise is based on minor 7th arpeggios. Well, I hope this lesson has helped you with setting up your own warm-up routine, and now you have more of an idea what exercises to use for that. If you need more exercises for your warm-up, then I suggest you check out my book, which is Warm-Up Exercises for Bass Players. It's got a lot of drills and exercises in the book, and I've tried to make the exercises as interesting as possible and to incorporate different technical ideas so you can work on your technique as well as warming up. And that book will keep you busy for some time. Now, the book has got standard notation in the first half and then the same exercises again in the second half in tab. You can buy the book in a printed version from Amazon, which looks like this. So we've got all the exercises in here, okay? Or you can buy the book in digital format. Now you can get that from my website, from the books section of our website, that's gbshed.com. Now, this digital version looks great on a tablet, on an iPad, and also on a laptop or a desktop. And it's in PDF format, so you can print it out. Now, I know that some of you have already printed the book out and got it ring binded in Staples or some different stores. Now, it looks really great like that too. I've put links to the book in the description below. If you don't see that description, then you can expand it with a small triangle underneath the video. Now, I've put links to the Amazon site where you can buy my book directly, or links to my website. And also I've put a link to the free PDF which contains all the exercises from today's lesson. So have a look in the description, there's loads of other links in there, you might find something useful. And if you want to help to keep these PDFs and lessons free, then you can always buy me a coffee on the link below here. I've also put that in the description as well. Well, I hope you've enjoyed this lesson. If you have, don't forget to like it, and also leave a comment. Let me know how you get on, if there's any other types of exercises you use in your warm-up, or if you need any help or you want any questions answered. So just leave a comment for me below. This is Greg from Greg's Bass Shed. Hopefully I'll see you very soon in the next video.